My state is Virginia. Virginia was established June 25th, 1788, and it's the 10th state. The state nickname is Old Dominion, and the state motto is Sic Semper Tyrannis, and that is Latin, and the translation is thus always to triumphs. And this is a map of Virginia, and Virginia is right there. The capital of Virginia is Richmond, and the governor is Glenn Youngkin. That is the capital, and that is Glenn Youngkin. The state bird of Virginia is a cardinal, and the state tree is dogwood, and the state flower is also dogwood. The bordering states of Virginia is Maryland, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and North Carolina. The landforms and geography of Virginia. Mountains, hills, plains, and beaches are just a few of the landforms or geography of Virginia. This picture is actually a picture of the Blue Mountain Range, and it's one of the many mountain ranges in Virginia. The history of Virginia. The first people who came to Virginia were Native Americans. Native American tribes in Virginia include federally recognized tribes like the Chickasaw and that's also called the Nottoway, Mattapony, and Rappahannock, and then the Europeans came second in 1601. The surrender of the Revolutionary War was signed by John Hancock, John Adams, and Benjamin Franklin on October 19th, 1781. This is a picture of the Europeans coming to Virginia. This is a picture of the surrender of the Revolutionary War, and this is a picture of one of the tribes, of a chief of one of the tribes in Virginia. The climate of Virginia. The climate of Virginia is humid subtropical, humid continental, and oceanic climate. They have all the seasons like us: spring, summer, winter, and fall. This is also a picture of the Blue Ridge Mountains, also the mountain ranges in Virginia. Natural resources for Virginia. The people who live in Virginia might farm. In the farms, people might grow tobacco. Chickens and cattle are also used for food. This is a cow, and this is tobacco, and these are some chickens. Economy of Virginia. In Virginia, the economy has a variety of goods and service, primarily focused on aerospace and defense, finance, and food projects. This is a chart of what you do in finance. This is defense, and aerospace means space transportation, and that is why I put a rocket. Tourism. Tourism in Virginia can be fun in places like these: Arlington National Cemetery, Mount Vernon, George Washington's home where he grew up, national parks, Washington, D.C., the White House, museums, Appalachian Mountains, and other mountain ranges. So this is the Arlington National Cemetery, and this is the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and I actually have been to both of these. And this is Mount Vernon. This is the White House in Washington, D.C. and I also went there. This is the Space and Air Museum, and I also went there. And if you're looking for some place to go, I would definitely recommend Virginia because the museums, most of the things in Washington, D.C. are free because our taxes pay for that. Interesting facts about Virginia. Some interesting facts about Virginia is that 8 presidents were born there. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, Zachary Taylor, and Woodrow Wilson. Also, my cousin lives in Virginia, and I stayed in Virginia for a week. So Manassas is where my cousin lived, and this is where I stayed for a week. And this is also where Washington, D.C. is. So that's kind of close where I stayed. And also in Virginia, there are lots of metro systems. Metro systems are underground rail or trains, and there were lots of that, and that's how we got to Washington, D.C. Thank you for watching and listening to my presentation about Virginia, and I hope you learned something new about Virginia like I did. This is a map of Virginia. This is Washington, D.C., and the capital of Virginia is Richmond. So, yeah.